Hello, class 2. Today we're going to start our Pointillism pumpkin project. It's hard to say. So today we're going to draw the outline of our pumpkin and then trace that with our black Sharpie marker. So you're going to get a 12 by 12 piece of drawing paper, so a square, and then you'll have your pencil, eraser, and your Sharpie marker. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, we are going to draw this together. Now, we all know that all pumpkins are different. So some pumpkins are small, some pumpkins are tall, fat, all kinds of pumpkins. So there's no right looking pumpkin. The idea is that your pumpkin is your own, all right? And I think that's the most important. So I'm taking my pencil with my eraser, and this is what we're starting with, okay? So I'm putting my hand in the middle, and I'm gonna slightly bring my hand down so it's slightly down from the center of my paper. So here's where it would be center. I'm bringing it down slightly. This is where the first lobe of my pumpkin's gonna go. And then I want to leave some room up here for like the stem and maybe a little vine detail. So that's why I moved my hand slightly down. I still have 3 or 4 fingers worth of space down here, okay? So this is where my lobe is going to start, kind of center of my paper. And I call it a lobe, but it's really a oval. There we go. Now, we're going to try to make our pumpkin fit the paper. So you're making one oval there. I'm going to just erase my little pencil line there. Now we're going to create 2 more shapes. One that comes around and down like that. And another that comes around and goes down like so. Okay, good job. Here's where I think we'd like to start with our stem. So I'm going to make an oval floating up here somewhere, about right there. Okay, and I'm going to take a line down to this juncture and another line down to this juncture there. So that is my stem for my pumpkin. All right, now that the stem is there, we're going to assume that this pumpkin back here comes around and goes in like that. Okay, so another lobe that is generated from this space right here around our stem. Okay, I'm going to do another one here, around, and then tucks in like that. Okay, so far I think that looks sort of like a pumpkin. Pretty good. Now we're going to make our pumpkin a little 3D. We're going to assume that there are other lobes behind this pumpkin. So I'm going to give one there, and I think it'll look good if I put just one more there. So it looks like my pumpkin is somewhat beyond there. I'm going to move this light out of here so we get focused. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to create a vine that's going to go here. Okay. One little vine there. And I'm going to create a leaf. So I'm going to put one stem going that way. I think I'm just going to do one leaf on this. And another stem here. So I'm going to just create a couple of lines off of that stem. Okay. I'm going to continue it on just a little bit and do another stem like so, and keep the leaf going that way. All right. So I have one stem, and then I continued it out, and I gave it some little extensions here, like so. Now I'm going to take this extension right here and connect it to that one, connect it to this one, connect it, connect it, connect it, connect it. So I get a bit of a leaf. Okay, and I might even come back and give it a little more of a swoop, like so, and then I'm going to erase the line I don't want with my eraser, just like that. Cool. All right, and then with this pumpkin, I'm going to have a vine, like it had a vine that was connected to a bigger plant. I'm going to just give it a loop and a loop. There's my vine. All right, and that is really our pumpkin. Okay, so now I'm going to go over it with my Sharpie marker. This, of course, is slow work. You want to take your time. And I always like to start at the top of my picture and work down. Or you can start with the original line and work out. And it's really up to you. There's no wrong way to do it. So I'm going to start with this lobe and go over my line with my Sharpie marker. Now remember, with a video, you can always go back and watch something again to see if you got all of the information. There's no rush with art. You just do it at your pace. All right. I'll bring this one around. And this one around. This and this lump and this lump. Okay, pumpkin coming along. I'm going to go back and do my leaf in this manner, just following the lines I've already drawn. And if my pencil still shows a little, that's okay, because what I'm planning to do is go back and use my eraser to fix that. Now with this, I'm just going to follow this around perfectly so that my vine has two lines, like so. Okay, so all I did was follow my other loop with a halo line following it around completely. Okay, and there you go. The next thing you'll do is go through carefully and erase all of those pencil lines that are sticking out, I call it. The less pencil lines, I think, the better right now. And take that your time and really work with this. Again, if you need to go back and watch how you draw the pumpkin, the nice thing about a video is you can do it a bunch of times, right? And really enjoy that. And then, yeah, I left a ton of pencil lines and I'm going to go back and clean up before we move on to painting our pumpkin. So go ahead and finish this part of your pumpkin and then set it aside for the next lesson. Thanks. See you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, let me show this one more time. It's the drawing.